Let's talk about why an at-home photography studio can be controversial for the industry. It's like a love-hate relationship. I love it, but some people hate it.
I rented commercial spaces for almost 6 years, and I realized that I was just throwing my money out the window. There was constant issues with water, things falling apart, then landlord telling me that I needed to fix a window even though it wasn't my building, and it just was not something that I wanted to keep fighting over. So I convinced my husband to build our studio on our property. So we found a wonderful home that had over an acre of land and was able to build an accessory building. One thing that I do love about having technically a home studio, it's not in my home. It is still separate from my actual home, so no one can actually go into my home to do anything. Now, people still knock on the front door all the time, even though I express to them that it is in the backyard on the right side of the house in the pole barn. Now, why do some people think that this is a bad thing for the industry? Because people can't keep their opinions to themselves. Truthfully, I could care less if I was going to a home studio or if I was going to a commercial studio. If I love the photographer's work and they are professional, then who cares if the studio is in their home or at a commercial space? The key is being professional. In every single industry, there are unprofessional apprentices, small businesses, big businesses that are in home, and that is what hurts our industry, honestly, every industry. So if you are a photographer and you're trying to figure out if you have an in-home studio or if you have an on-your-property studio or if you go commercial, first of all, you have to figure out what works for you and your budget. For this studio, I saved for 3 years and I paid for everything in cash to make sure that I was still on the positive side of owning this business. Now, it was hard. Don't get me wrong. It was very, very hard, but it was the best decision that we could make for our family and this business. So now, instead of spending about $20,000 a year on a commercial rent, we now added so much value to our home that we are going to have forever. Tell me if you have an in-home studio or if you have a commercial studio. Let's chat.